The starship Aurora Drift glided through the quiet lanes of the Kalen sector as human engineer. Leon inspected a flickering console panel beside the central reactor. Leon had served as the ship's systems specialist for only 6 months, yet his reputation for solving impossible mechanical failures had already spread across the fleet. The Aurora Drift carried an unusual guest during this assignment, for a delegation from the Aerith Dominion traveled on board, including their royal heir. Princess Lara. The Dominion's council had requested a neutral meeting with human diplomats, and the Aurora Drift was one of the few ships trusted by both sides. Leon had seen glimpses of Lyra while repairing systems in the upper halls. She walked with a calm grace, her silvery hair flowing like strands of starlight and her eyes glowing faintly with the soft blue tone common among her people. Despite her high status, she was known for speaking kindly to workers, bowing her head in respect whenever she passed a crew member. Leon admired her from a distance, believing that someone like her belonged to a world far above his. That belief changed on the day the starship suffered an unexpected power disruption. A sudden surge rippled through the corridors while Leon worked near the reactor. Lights flickered. Engines groaned. Voices echoed through the ship's speakers as officers asked for status reports. As Leon rushed to assess the damage, he discovered Princess Lyra already at the entrance to the reactor chamber. A guard had accompanied her, but left moments earlier to secure nearby halls. Lyra studied a floating display screen near the door, her brows drawn together. When she noticed Leon, she stepped back and gestured for him to approach. He bowed his head slightly, uncertain if he should speak first. She offered a quiet smile and motioned him inside the chamber. "I sense the instability from the upper decks," she said in a steady voice. "Your people mentioned your skill. Allow me to assist if needed." Leon cleared his throat. "Thank you, Princess, but the reactor chamber can be dangerous right now. I would not want to put you at risk." She tilted her head. "Risk exists everywhere on this ship at the moment. Knowledge is what reduces it. If you allow me to learn, I can serve later when needed." Her sincerity surprised him more than the reactor instability. He nodded, guiding her toward the safe path around the central core. Panels across the chamber glowed uncertainly as the system attempted to regulate itself. Leon inspected the readings with practiced focus, while Lyra observed quietly. After several tense minutes, Leon traced the source of the surge to a misaligned coupling unit. He climbed onto a narrow platform and pulled a compact wrench from his belt. When he loosened the bolts, a shower of sparks burst from the panel, causing Lyra to step forward instinctively. Before she could intervene, Leon steadied the unit, tightened the final bolt, and breathed a quiet sigh of relief. The lights steadied. The reactor's hum returned to its usual rhythm. "It is done," Leon said, stepping down. "Thank you for staying calm." Lyra studied him for a long moment. "Your hands are steady even in danger. Your voice remains calm. Many skilled engineers panic during such moments. You did not." He rubbed the back of his neck, unsure how to respond. "Well, this is my job." "It is more than a job," she said. "It shows your spirit." Her words lingered in his thoughts long after she left the chamber. Over the next several days, Leon assisted Lyra with several minor repairs she requested to understand human technology better. She asked thoughtful questions, listened with patience, and shared gentle insights into her culture. Leon found her presence comforting, though he tried to hide his admiration for her. She was a royal heir, while he was only an engineer from a modest background. One evening, as the Aurora Drift traveled through a calm star field, Lyra approached Leon near the observation deck. The glass walls revealed endless stars that drifted like glowing dust across the void. Leon stood alone at the railing, reviewing data on a handheld device. Lyra approached silently, until he sensed her presence and turned. She offered a soft smile. "May I join you?" "Of course," he replied, stepping aside. They stood together at the railing, watching distant light shimmer across the expanse. For several quiet moments, neither spoke. The beauty of the view seemed to invite unspoken thoughts. Finally, Lyra spoke in a gentle tone. "Your people value courage, yet many do not see their own. Do you see yours?" Leon let out a faint laugh. "Not really. I just do what I'm supposed to do." "That is modesty," she said, "but not truth." He looked down at his device. "You give me too much credit." "I do not," she replied. "When you repaired the reactor, you did not hesitate. When I asked to learn from you, you taught me without treating me as someone distant from you. Many avoid speaking to me because of my rank. You do not." He felt his chest tighten. "Well, I just see you as a person, not a title." Her eyes brightened slightly. "Then you are rare." Leon sensed that the moment was growing heavier, fragile, intimate. He tried to shift the topic to something more casual, but his thoughts tangled. After a long pause, he spoke before fully considering the words. "I wish I could marry someone like you." Silence fell instantly. His breath halted as panic rose in his chest. He had not intended to say it. The words had slipped out like a reckless spark. He turned away, pressing a hand over his mouth. "I am sorry," he said quickly. "That was foolish. I did not mean to make you uncomfortable." Lyra did not answer immediately. She stepped closer, her gaze fixed on him with quiet intensity. He prepared himself for a gentle dismissal or a polite reprimand. Instead, her reaction struck him like a shock wave. "Why someone like me?" she asked. "Why not me?" His heart nearly stopped. He turned slowly. She stood only a short distance away, her expression unreadable, yet unmistakably sincere. "Princess," he whispered, "you are a royal heir. You belong to a world far higher than mine." She shook her head. "Rank does not define the heart. I have met many nobles who lack honor. You show it naturally. I have met warriors who speak of courage, yet show none when tested. You show courage without speaking of it." Leon tried to steady his voice. "I admire you, but I am not someone who belongs in royal circles." She lifted her chin. "Then the circles are flawed." "Not you." His breath caught. She stepped closer still, standing only inches away. Her voice softened to a near whisper. "If you spoke those words because they came from truth, then know my reaction is not rejection. It is astonishment. No one within my court speaks to me with such honesty. You did not speak to gain advantage. You spoke because your heart moved you." Leon lowered his gaze. "I should not have said it." "You should have," she said calmly. "It reveals what you value, and I value those who speak with sincerity." Before he could respond, an alert echoed through the ship's halls. The lights shifted to emergency mode, glowing red along the ceiling. Voices crackled through the speakers as officers reported a vessel approaching rapidly. Leon and Lyra exchanged a tense glance before rushing to the command deck. When they arrived, Captain Ryland briefed them. A rogue faction of raiders had emerged from a region known for unpredictable ambush tactics. The Aurora Drift attempted evasive maneuvers, but the raider vessel chased them relentlessly. Their weapons charged, sending shock waves through the hull. Leon hurried to reinforce the engineering deck, while Lyra remained with the command team. But moments later, she followed him into the lower halls. He turned sharply. "Princess, you should stay on the command deck. This area is dangerous." "Your safety matters as well," she replied. "And I will not let you face danger alone." He clenched his jaw. "I can't protect you if you follow." "I did not ask you to protect me," she said. "I came to stand with you." The raiders launched a sudden barrage. The ship shuddered violently. Sparks shot from overhead panels. Leon shielded Lyra with his arm, guiding her behind a support beam. "Stay low," he said. "If the corridor seals activate, get to the upper deck." She nodded, though her worry was clear. Leon sprinted toward the auxiliary system controls. He forced open a panel and rerouted power through the stabilizers. The ship steadied for a moment before another blast slammed into the hull. Lyra held onto the railing, bracing herself. Leon shouted over the alarms. "We need to disable their targeting lock, or we will not last long." Lyra thought quickly. "Their scanners may be vulnerable to mirrored interference. If you adjust our signal to reflect their own frequency back at them, it may disrupt their lock." Leon stared at her in surprise. "You know their technology." "My people dealt with them many times," she said. "I studied their tactics." He nodded. "Then help me adjust the modulation." They worked side by side. Lyra held the stabilizer wires steady while Leon recalibrated the frequency generator. Sweat gathered on his forehead. His hands moved with swift precision. Lyra followed his instructions without hesitation, her movements quick and sure. Moments later, Leon activated the signal burst. The raider vessel's lock flickered out. Their next volley missed entirely. Captain Ryland took advantage of the moment to activate a defensive surge, sending a shock wave that forced the raiders to retreat. The ship gradually stabilized. The alarms quieted. The lights returned to normal. Leon sank against the wall in exhaustion. Lyra joined him, breathing deeply. After a long moment, she looked at him with unwavering eyes. "You saved this ship again," she said, "and you listened to me in the middle of danger. That